These are challenging times for San Francisco's district attorney. Today, his office unveiled this. It's a new dashboard on its website that allows the public to see how often the DA files criminal charges after police officers make an arrest. Chesa Boudin says this new feature is proof of his commitment to transparency. But the announcement comes in the midst of a recall effort to have him removed from office. The DA is also facing tough accusations from lawmakers and even his own former prosecutors, who say his office often lessens charges for violent crimes and sometimes fails to prosecute them altogether. A lot happening here. Let's bring in our senior investigative reporter, Bigad Shaban, who's been breaking news about these allegations over the last few weeks. He joins us now in our San Francisco newsroom. Bigad, let's start with this new data that's being released from Chesa Boudin. What does it show?
Well, Raj, for starters, it shows what the DA himself has been touting for a while now, which is that his overall prosecution rate pretty much mirrors those of previous district attorneys going back at least a decade. So that means that out of all the arrests made by the city's police department, the DA's office files charges about 56% of the time. But if you drill down to specific types of crimes, that same data shows where Boudin's charging rate actually differs from past DAs. For example, with lower level crimes like disturbing the peace or disorderly conduct, Boudin's office only files new charges about 10% of the time. Raj, the rate was more than double that the year before Boudin took office.
Bigad, is this more of a PR move? What are the critics saying now about this release and this move today?
Well, frankly, some don't feel this new section of the DA's website, Raj, actually solves what they feel has been a real lack of transparency from the office regarding how often prosecutors strike plea deals with violent offenders to essentially give them lesser charges. So here's why. The new dashboard shows how often charges are filed, but it doesn't specify what charges are filed or whether a plea deal reduced the original charges. All of those factors can make a huge difference in cases. For example, just last week, we reported on a man who was initially charged with assault with a deadly weapon and child endangerment. But the DA's office ultimately cut a deal allowing him to plead to just a misdemeanor for vandalism. Now, this was someone who was accused of domestic violence. So did the DA's office file charges in that case? Yes. But those charges aren't what actually stuck. And so some argue, Raj, the outcome didn't ultimately fit the severity of the crime.
And Bigad, you know this. He's been talking about Chesa Boudin saying he wants to reform the police, the way we govern here, and that's what he was elected to do. What else is he going to be required to release? I know this was part of your previous reporting.
Well, yeah, Raj, actually on Tuesday, the San Francisco Board of Supervisors is expected to vote on a proposed ordinance that would essentially force the DA's office, as well as the police department, to issue these quarterly reports about how often domestic violence offenders are actually arrested and prosecuted. In addition, the DA's office would also be required to note exactly what kinds of sentences are being handed down. And if approved, Raj, those new reporting requirements would start in the new year.
Okay, and really quick, I know it's been a few months. You've continued to ask Chesa Boudin to sit down for an interview. Any updates on that?
No, we are still waiting. Obviously, it's an open invitation for the district attorney to come and speak with us about so many issues that are pressing the city right now, and we're going to keep asking. And whenever he's welcome to it, we are here.
And we will make time for him. Bigad Shaban reporting from our San Francisco newsroom. Thanks, Bigad.